Blackwood Manor stood perched atop Widow's Hill, a brooding silhouette against the stormy sky. Its crumbling facade, a tapestry of weathered stone and creeping ivy, hinted at forgotten grandeur. For generations, whispers had circulated through the nearby village, tales of sudden disappearances, unexplained noises, and the ghostly apparitions that haunted the manor's darkened halls. It was a place steeped in sorrow, each stone a silent witness to tragedies past. The manor had stood empty for decades, abandoned to the elements and its spectral inhabitants. Locals steered clear, their fear a tangible presence that clung to the overgrown path leading to the house. Yet, the allure of the unknown proved too strong for some, beckoning them closer to unravel the mysteries that lay hidden within Blackwood's depths. Ethan Carter, a historian with a thirst for the forgotten, found himself drawn to Blackwood Manor's sinister charm. He had dedicated his life to unearthing the past, piecing together fragmented narratives from dusty archives and forgotten relics. When he stumbled upon the blueprints of Blackwood Manor, his curiosity ignited. The detailed drawings revealed a peculiar anomaly, a room, clearly marked on the plans, yet unaccounted for in the actual layout of the house. The missing room consumed Ethan's thoughts. He pored over the blueprints, examining every line, every symbol, searching for an explanation. The more he researched, the deeper his obsession grew. He traveled to the village, interviewing elderly residents, scouring local libraries, and collecting any scrap of information he could find. His determination solidified into an unshakable resolve. He would find the vanishing room, even if it meant facing the darkness that clung to Blackwood Manor. A furious storm raged outside as Ethan stepped across the threshold of Blackwood Manor for the first time. Rain lashed against the windows, and the wind howled like a banshee, its mournful cry echoing through the desolate halls. Armed with his flashlight, Ethan navigated the labyrinthine corridors, his heart pounding with a mixture of fear and exhilaration. He consulted the blueprints, his fingers tracing the lines that led to the missing room's supposed location. He found himself in the manor's old library. Dust lay thick upon the shelves, coating the spines of forgotten books. A chill, sharper than the storm's icy breath, settled upon him. He shone his light on the wall where the blueprints indicated the room should be but found only solid stone. Despondency threatened to engulf him. Just as he turned to leave, a gust of wind slammed a nearby bookshelf door shut. The force of the impact dislodged a dusty volume, revealing a small rusty keyhole hidden in the wood. With trembling hands, Ethan produced an old ornate key he had found amongst his research materials. It fit perfectly. The bookshelf swung inward, revealing a narrow passage concealed behind it. He squeezed through the opening, his heart pounding in his chest. The passage opened into a room, shrouded in an eerie silence that contrasted sharply with the storm raging outside. The room was circular, its walls lined with bookshelves that reached towards the high, vaulted ceiling. A fire crackled cheerfully in the hearth, casting flickering shadows that danced across the dusty furniture. A grandfather clock ticked rhythmically in the corner, its pendulum swaying back and forth as if keeping time with an unseen pulse. An ornate rocking chair faced the fireplace, swaying gently despite the stillness of the air. A sense of unease washed over Ethan, a prickling sensation that told him he was not alone. Portraits of the lost whispers from the past. Ethan's gaze fell upon the portraits lining the walls, their eyes following his every move. Each canvas held the likeness of a different person, their faces etched with a haunting melancholy. He recognized them from his research. They were the missing souls of Blackwood Manor, vanished without a trace, their fates forever entwined with the mansion's sinister legend. A nameplate beneath each portrait confirmed their identities and the dates of their disappearances. As he examined the portraits, a chill ran down his spine. The air grew heavy, thick with an unseen presence. He could almost hear the whispers of the forgotten, their voices carried on the wind that whistled through the cracks in the old house. Their eyes seemed to follow his every move, their expressions a mixture of sorrow and accusation. He felt a growing sense of dread, a feeling that he had stumbled upon something he was not meant to find. A glimpse into the abyss, Ethan's fate revealed. Ethan's heart skipped a beat as his gaze fell upon the final portrait. It was a chillingly familiar face staring back at him, his own. His likeness, captured with unsettling accuracy, stared out from the canvas. His eyes filled with a look of abject terror. The nameplate below bore his name, and beneath it, a date, etched in bold, unforgiving script, March 5, 2025, tomorrow. Panic surged through him. This room, this impossible room, held a terrifying power. It was a repository of the lost, a place where time seemed to bend and twist upon itself. He had stumbled into a trap disguised as a mystery, and now it seemed, he was destined to join the ranks of the vanished souls who haunted these walls. Trapped in time, the room claims another soul. The air crackled with energy. The rocking chair began to rock violently, its motion becoming more frantic with each passing second. The fire in the hearth roared, its flames turning an unnatural shade of green. The portraits on the walls seemed to twist and contort, their subjects' eyes burning with malevolent glee. Ethan stumbled back, his hand grasping for the doorknob, but the bookshelf had sealed shut, trapping him within the room. He pounded on the bookshelf, his cries for help swallowed by the thickening air. The temperature plummeted, the room growing colder by the second. Fear, raw and consuming, tightened its grip on him as he watched in horror as the room began to dissolve around him, the walls blurring, the portraits melting into grotesque caricatures of their former selves. The mystery endures, whispers in the wind. The storm subsided as quickly as it had arrived, leaving an eerie stillness in its wake. Blackwood Manor stood silent once more, its secrets locked away within its crumbling walls. Inside the hidden room, the fire had dwindled to embers, casting long, dancing shadows across the empty rocking chair. The portraits hung askew, their subjects' eyes seeming to follow an invisible presence. Ethan Carter was never seen again. His disappearance remained unsolved, adding another layer of tragedy to Blackwood Manor's grim history. His research materials, meticulously organized and filled with tantalizing clues, provided no answers, only deepening the mystery surrounding the vanishing room. Some whispered that he had finally found the answer he sought, trapped forever within the very history he had so desperately tried to unravel. Blackwood Manor, a timeless enigma. Blackwood Manor remained, a brooding monument to the mysteries it held. The vanishing room with its eerie contents and unsettling atmosphere became a chilling legend, whispered amongst those brave enough to utter its name. The manor stood as a reminder of the darkness that can lie hidden beneath the surface, a testament to the enduring power of the unknown. And so, Blackwood Manor stood atop Widow's Hill, its secrets secure within its aging walls, a timeless enigma that continued to captivate and terrify in equal measure. It stood as a warning to those who dared to delve too deeply into the past, a haunting reminder that some mysteries are best left undisturbed.